New Year! So today I'm going to be talking about maid cafes. And more specifically, I'm going to be talking about my maid uniform. So my maid uniform is yellow, and you would have seen it in my previous video. And I am a moe maid, so I tend to be cute and bubbly and happy, and my persona is called Furu, or Furutingu. And I really like this uniform. It's really comfortable because I altered it, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in detail. But yellow is a really happy color. Yellow is really fun and perky, and for me, it's something that catches my eye quite a bit, which is why I chose yellow, though I would normally go for purple or pink. And I probably still will go for purple or pink eventually, but for the moment, I really like this yellow uniform. I've had it for over a year now, and I wore it in a previous maid cafe, and that was my Washicon video for 2017. And I will, of course, be a maid again this 2018 on January 20th in Ypsilanti. So I'm going to be altering this again. And what I did was, as it smacks me in the face, I added this panel, which you can see the difference in color, and it shows up on camera worse than it does actually in person. In person, the color matches very well, and it is a different fabric. This is polyester, the original dress, and this is cotton, and I would eventually like to put better fabric in it to alter it, but to save on money, time, and other resources, I decided to go with this since it matched the colors so well. So I put a panel in the back where the zipper was originally, and I put about 8 to 10 inches. It's been a while since I altered it. And then I put a bigger panel that should have been about 22 inches wide, and I added some pleats to it to make it a little bit bigger. And I do have a little bit of puckering that I need to fix when I resew it. Excuse me while I adjust. And then on the bottom, I have a ruffle, and the ruffle is done by hand as well, and I use it on a machine. I do a very, very loose wide stitch on like the lowest setting you can do, and then I just gather the fabric down on the bobbin string, and that makes it nice and ruffled and tight. Now, because my sewing machine is currently in storage, I'm actually hand sewing an additional ruffle that is pretty darn wrinkly right now because it's been in a bag and it needs ironed again before I finish it. And I've hand sewn this, and as you can see, I've done all of the sewing for the seams, and this raw edge will be turned in twice. Here's another seam, and then the end of the panel, and then this is all serged on this side as well. And both sides will be turned in or serged by hand. So I'm pretty happy with that result. It's going to be put underneath this. The white ruffle will come out underneath the yellow ruffle so that it'll match the length for this white ruffle, because they don't actually match, and that was a issue on my end because this is a circle skirt and not a straight skirt or a rectangle skirt, so it didn't come out correctly, and I need to make sure that it looks good and presentable for my now for my apron. I have actually altered it very minimally, and that is because my buttons went missing, and I added on iridescent little holographic buttons where the original buttons were, or close to where they were, and I really like these buttons. I think they are unique and different, and a little bit more my personality because I do love holographic. Now I didn't alter the shape of the apron at all, so it is still gonna lay flat on my shoulders and have the arm ruffles. The only thing I did was add buttons to it, to the straps, so that when I have the shoulder straps on, they will actually button in the right place on my back, and they will look proper instead of being really tight or having to be tied behind my neck, which can be really distracting when you're watching people dance and when they spin around all you see is this giant lump. So I'm hoping that the buttons won't fail on me, because if that happens again, I'm gonna be really sad to lose these buttons. Alright, the next piece I'm gonna be talking about is my headpiece. And this I haven't done much to. I have only added on a pearl chain, and that is so that it has just a little more detail, and it'll be a little bit more decorative when I add a few more bows to it. And I have this ribbon that I got, and it's clear organza ribbon, and it's really nice in color, and it's soft so it won't be scratchy, which is really important. And so I'm not sure where I'll be putting it. I might put it on the bottom of the dress. Hello, little bag in the corner. But this is a little cotton lace, and it's not too much. I don't know if I'll have enough for the bottom, but I can always go and purchase some more. I actually got this lace and the ribbon at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. And that was really nice because I can get a fair amount for a cheaper price. So for my notepad that I'm going to write my orders down on, I have this little yellow one that matches my dress. And this is actually from college I did an orientation at. And it's got plenty of paper, and it's nice and thick, which is awesome, because writing on a tiny little sheet sucks. And for my little pen, I have this Kokoishi doll pen, and it's really cute. It has black ink, and it's very fine point. I got this in a kawaii box I won a few years back. And in my little pouch here, I have my hair tie for my outfit, which is also mustard colored. And I have some yellow. Not all I'm going to be wearing in my hair. I'll probably wear my star clips like usual from Chocolate, and a few other accessories, probably some pink, maybe some mint, I'm not sure. So last but not least, I'm going to be adding shirring into my dress. And this is some band elastic. I'm just going to be sewing this in by hand, and it's going to make it so that the dress fits a lot better, because when I put it on, it's actually too big for me. So putting in elastic helps keep the shape nice, and I'm hoping that will solve most of my problems. It might not solve all of it, and I might have to put some darts in, but that's not really an issue. I can still get the dress on in one piece, and I won't have to worry about a lot of the ill fit issues, because I want it to look the best, especially when I'm dancing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it gave you some ideas or helped you a little bit with your Maid uniform. I will have a link in the description to the Maid uniform that I have from Bodyline, and I will see you all next time. Happy New Year, and bye-bye! And some maybe yellow. I'm not